Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to our channel and thanks for logging on. If you enjoy these videos, do me a favor and subscribe to our YouTube channel right here at Watchbox Reviews. I would really appreciate it, and I promise to update daily. If you love this watch, you can see it and purchase it on our website, thewatchbox.com. Launched in 2013 as the Senator 70s, the watch on my wrist today is now part of the Vintage collection, still dubbed 70s. The watch is a little bit bigger, bolder, and more versatile than the Swingin' 60s collection, as this 40mm stainless steel watch is 100 meters water resistant, automatic winding, fully loomed, and suitable for a broad range of wrists and personal styles. From the smooth 70s as opposed to the swingin' 60s, this is a watch with a ton of presence. You can see on my 16 centimeter circumference wrist, it looks larger than it really is. It's not a huge watch, 40 millimeters from 9 to 3. The watch is 11.8 millimeters thick, and you can see the slope of the bezel. It will slide easily underneath any cuff. Lug-to-lug, again, not huge, 50.2 millimeters. A Daytona on solid end link bracelet is broader across the wrist, and I would rate this watch for a wrist as small as 14 centimeters circumference. Now, opening up the clasp, and you can see it is a substantial clasp. We could take a look, move in a little bit closer at the strap that's provided, and it's a lovely piece. As you can see, it's a navy blue with a monotone stitch, large rectangular scale alligator leather, and a sheer side, so you can see the thick construction, but also note how it tapers as it approaches the lug. It actually thickens, and it also flares as it approaches the lug. So you have the integration of a 70s style Gerald Genta lug and bracelet aesthetic, but with the comfort of a strap and the color and tonal contrast and material contrast of a strap. The underside of this strap is, as you can see, calfskin, and the clasp is a substantial piece. It's made of metal, it's double finished, as you can see, a combination of satin and polish, and it's a redoubtable piece. There's a lot of metal here, and you'll even appreciate the fact that it is nicely curved to arc around the underside of your wrist. Absolute insurance against droppage. It even features a double down on insurance against droppage with a screw-fixed pin buckle. Okay, closing that up and jumping back to the case, you can see that the case is simple but strong. Get closer. As you can see, it has that integration of strap and lug end, and if you're wondering how you're going to swim with a leather strap, Geo also has a wonderful blue accessory or black accessory rubber strap for this model. Crown guards, small, pointed, tapered, effective against shearing and also abrasion from off angles. You can see the crown itself is polished, as well as the underside and top of the guards. They're satin finished on their flanks. There's a little bit of polish down the center of the lug hood as well as around the bezel itself, and there is a polished bevel along the edge of the case. The case band is fairly slim, and as you can see, the back is slightly cupped with a little bit of an arced camber to it, so it arcs around your wrist. Small details add up on this watch. Pardon me, my focus is terrible here. Okay, so you can see that arc quite well. You can see the details of the case, and now you can see the details of the dial. Close hauled once more. Diamond polished and faceted dart style indices. You can see the hands at center with a counterweighted needle style seconds with the Geo logo. The dial is a sensational galvanized blue sunburst degradé, and as you can see, it's almost an argent at center and navy at its outer circumference, so there's quite a fade here. There's also a monotone disc. It's in blue to match the outer circumference of the dial. Double disc, there is a proper quick set, and you can see a stepped aperture to ease the transition from the plane of the dial down to the discs. Fully loomed, there will be a loom shot. This is a sensational dial made at Geo's Forsheim dial manufacturer. They make their dials and their movements both, as well as the tools to create both. Caliber 39.2, this is a Geo manufactured caliber. Automatic winding, it features a 40 to 42 hour power reserve, a 28.8 beat rate. You can see it is broadly visible, but still 100 meter water resistant, stop seconds, and a quick set date. It has both features. You have a 39 jewel movement that's beaten away underneath a black polished swan's neck. You can see polished screws. You can see lateral stripes across the rotor as well as the bridges. It is a vintage inspired pocket watch evocative 3/4 style bridge. Note the double spiral finish of the reduction wheel for the winding system. That's a hand finished component on every Glashütte original. A handsome and versatile watch. It's an excellent answer to the question, what if I were to own just one watch? Well, I think you could be happy with this one. A tribute to the smooth 70s, the era of earth tones and panel vans. They weren't doing that back in Saxony back then, but they're making up for lost time. See this one and make up for lost time on your wrist on the Watchbox. The 70s chronograph, fully loomed.